we will begin with the interim flyweight championship, as we call on the former undisputed UFC flyweight champion and now #1 ranked contender, the assassin baby, Brandon Moreno. $124.5, the official weight for Brandon Moreno.
Easy money.
Also ready to weigh in early this morning, his opponent, the #2 ranked flyweight contender, taking part in his first UFC title fight, Kai Kara-France. $124.5, the official weight for Kai Kara-France. And with all right, next athlete to the scale, competing in a prelim in the UFC's welterweight division, Blood Diamond. $169.5, the official weight for Blood Diamond. All right, next fighter to weigh in this morning. He is the 6th ranked UFC flyweight contender, competing live on the main card on pay-per-view, Alex Perez. $125.5, the official weight for Alex Perez. All right, next athlete to weigh in, competing in the UFC's lightweight division, Rafa Garcia. $155 for Rafa Garcia. All right, next fighter to the scale, competing in the UFC women's bantamweight division, Ji-Yeon Kim. 135, the official weight for Ji-Yun Kim. All right, next fighter to weigh in this morning in the UFC's welterweight division, the undefeated Michael Morales. $170.5, the official weight for Michael Morales. All right, next fighter to the scale, also competing in the UFC's welterweight division and one half of the featured prelim, live on ABC and ESPN, Matthew Semelsberger. $171, the official weight for Matthew Semelsberger. All right, next fighter to the scale is the fourth-ranked UFC flyweight contender competing live on pay-per-view, Alexandre Pantoja. Official weight 125.5 for the cannibal Alexandre Pantoja. All right, next fighter to weigh in the UFC's heavyweight division, representing Egypt and making his UFC debut, Hamdi Abdelwahab. $264.5 for Hamdi Abdelwahab. All right, next fighter to the scale, also making his UFC debut here Saturday night in Dallas in the UFC's welterweight division, Adam Fugit. $171 for Adam Fugit. All right, next fighter to the scale, also making his UFC debut here Saturday night in the UFC's light heavyweight division, Ihor Potieria. 204, the official weight for Ihor Potieria. All right, next fighter to hit the scale in the lightweight division, Rafael Alves. $155.5, the official weight for Rafael Alves.
Woo.
All right, next fighter to weigh in this morning, competing live on pay-per-view. He is the 4th-ranked UFC light heavyweight contender, Magomed Ankalaev. $206, the official weight for Magomed Ankalaev. All right, next athlete to the scale is one of the women around whom this fight card was built, the former UFC Bantamweight champion and the present UFC Featherweight champion, the Lioness Amanda Nunes. $135, the official weight for Amanda Nunes. On ABC and ESPN, Dontel Mays. $255, the official weight for Dontel Mays. All right, next fighter to hit the scale here in Dallas, the 11th ranked heavyweight in the world, competing live on pay-per-view tomorrow night, Sergey Pavlovich. 254 and a half, the official weight for Sergey Pavlovich.
$205.
205, the official weight for Nikolai Negumedianu. Contender, the Black Beast, Derek Lewis.
Nothing back off the turn from each other? $264 now.
264 and a half, the official weight for Derek Lewis. ABC, ESPN, and E+, Drakkar Close. $155 and a half, the official weight for Drakkar Close.
Don't move, sir. Don't move. 55 and a half.
155 and a half, the official weight for Drew Dober. All right, next fighter to the scale, the other half of the featured prelim in the UFC's welterweight division, the Great White, Alex Moreno. $171, the official weight for Alex Moreno. All right, next fighter to weigh in the UFC women's bantamweight division, Jocelyn Edwards.
to change first and then
That's fine.
Go. Good? Yep.
Now, Terrell, make sure she's not touching anything on that.
Go.
37 and a half.
137.5 for Jocelyn Edwards. That is a pound and a half over the bantamweight limit.
Back on the scale after you dress.
Medically permitted, Jocelyn Edwards will have till the top of the hour, 11 a.m. local time, to make weight. All right, next athlete to the scale, charged with kicking off the pay-per-view main card live on ESPN Plus, the fifth-ranked UFC light heavyweight contender and former world title challenger, Anthony Lionheart Smith.
Two oh six and a half.
You what?
Your pants sweat?
No, not just changing. Still sweating though. All right, bud. So we'll keep it here. Once you disrobe, we'll slide it forward. Just make sure, Anthony, when we do get out on the scale, you keep your hands on your shoulders. Just there a little wet. Ready? Yeah.
206.
206, the official weight for Anthony Lionheart Smith.
Okay, pose again. This time it'll be happier.
All right, I'm good. Marcos, how you want to know? Yeah, how you like it?
Down to get this. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and up.
All right, next fighter to weigh in this morning, competing in a prelim in the UFC's welterweight division, Orion Kosi.
Disrobe there, and then when you're ready, we'll slide it forward. Ready?
72 and a half.
172 and a half, the official weight for Orion Kosi.
We're gonna have you pose on the scale for 2 seconds. Okay. Sorry.
All right, our final fighter to weigh in this morning is the woman around whom this fight card was built, the undisputed UFC Bantamweight champion, the Venezuelan vixen, Julianna Pena.
$134 and a half.
134 and a half, the official weight for Julianna Pena.
Thank you.
And with that, your UFC 270